Nintendo be like,
bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
what's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's Game Junkie, back with another video for you today. You know, it feels like about every other day we have a new Nintendo lawsuit making the headlines. Some of you may remember about 2 weeks ago, we had a news break about Nintendo trying to take down a fan-made port of Super Mario 64 that was released for PC. So now there's word that Nintendo is actually going after several websites that sell Switch hacking accessories. I'm going to read just a quick quote from Nintendo, and then I'll discuss. Defendant's website sells products from an anonymous group of hackers called Team Executor. Team Executor unlawfully designs and manufactures an unauthorized OS called the SXOS, and accompanying piracy tools that install it. The circumvention devices offered, distributed, and trafficked by defendants strip away or circumvent technological protection measures that Nintendo put in place to protect its invaluable copyrighted software and video games from unauthorized access and copying. The sole purpose of the circumvention devices and the SXOS is to hijack the Nintendo Switch by circumventing its technological measures, thereby allowing the Nintendo Switch to be used for massive intellectual property theft and infringement. It goes on to say, Nintendo is seeking compensation for irreparable damages to the company, as all the websites have warehouses within the United States and they fall within the confines of the law. The monetary demands amount to $2,500 per violation of the DMCA, as well as $150,000 per violation of Nintendo's rights under the U.S. Copyright Act. In addition, any and all profits the resellers receive from the offending devices. So, what are my thoughts on all this? Look, I'm not condoning piracy or hacking in any way, but if you have your own Switch and you wanted to try out a custom OS, that's one thing. I could even understand the argument for homebrew and emulation to an extent. But if you're going to build a website where you very publicly advertise and sell hacking accessories for a profit, and then allow people to pirate games on the Switch, you're just asking to get sued. I honestly don't know how they didn't think the result would be any different. I mean, it wasn't as if Nintendo was just going to sit back and say, oh yeah, go ahead, sell accessories that let people not pay for our games. I mean, it's insane to think Nintendo would have taken any position different to what they're doing. And to be honest, I can't really blame them either. They are a business at the end of the day, and they do have an obligation to protect their copyright against intellectual property theft. Now, that doesn't mean I agree with everything Nintendo does. Some of you might remember what happened in 2018 with Love ROMs, several other websites as well that got taken down. Personally, I think trying to get every emulation website shut down is ludicrous, and it's a huge waste of time and resources. There's always going to be old Nintendo games circulating online, whether Nintendo likes it or not. It's just a fact. You know, you take down 20 websites and 50 more show up. So rather than focus on that, they need to focus on protecting their current IP, games that are actually being released today, not 30 years ago. I would also argue that fan projects should also be allowed to exist as long as the developer isn't monetizing the project. I mean, it's really just free advertising for Nintendo at the end of the day. And it helps bring in more people to their brand, which as a business you would think Nintendo would want, but I digress. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you agree with Nintendo? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this content, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.